So that's again another view of how we think of doing it. It's not just focusing on the downloads. And here's a bit of our strategy. I mean, this is actually exactly our strategy. And again, we use a combination of sponsored and original content. Sponsored content is still original, but then we pay Facebook to go out and find these people, or Instagram, and say, put this post in front of these exact people. The way we do that, again, we release episodes on Tuesday nights. After we release the episode, starting Wednesday morning at around 8 o'clock, we tell Facebook to start running ads on Facebook and Instagram. And we have very, very specific target audiences, which I'll try to show you. It looks terrible. I try to screenshot it just so you can see how it looks on Facebook. But then also, me and Leah, we debrief every week. You know, what worked, what didn't work, what can we adjust. And also, Leah prefers a monthly social media calendar. So like today is Taco Tuesday. You know, every Tuesday we find pictures of tacos around town. We say, hey, check this out, look at this. Thursdays, and that helps us just create content all the time, because we know on Tuesdays we need taco pictures. So anytime we're eating tacos, we snap a picture of our tacos. So when a Tuesday comes up and we don't have taco pictures, we say, hey, go to this place. You know?
Now, are you getting people submitting taco pictures to you now?
Not yet, but that again, that call to action. You know, Leah came on board the first week of August, so all her ideas and the meetings we've had, we're barely implementing them. But yeah, that is a huge one. I started hinting to people, you know, hey, what do you think about this? Hey, what did you do with that? And people still seem a bit shy to do that.
Those work as our keywords and such, as far as the social media goes.
That's true as well. Yeah, we always use those hashtags. Hashtag Taco Tuesday and hashtag Salinas, California, or hashtag podcast. Then we could just tell Instagram, hey, look at how are these hashtags doing?
It's it keeps our followers involved and excited, and as well as inviting new people, because it is a hashtag. People worldwide can see this.
Yeah, and again, since we've started this campaign, we're adding about 2 to 5% followers per week, which is
that adds up.
Yeah, that's huge. That's about that's about 10 to 30 followers a week. Not Y Combinator numbers, but still, that's pretty impressive.
No.
Oh, one thing, and I had to find the name here, is Angika.
Angika.
Well done. Either way, it's fine.
Brad also, I guess, was saying that there should be like some call to action. So, do you have like the capacity of people?
The sponsored posts always have call to actions.
No, but like for you guys, do you have like the ability to have people submit photos? Because that was a great idea, to have people, you know, like you look at the weather segment, which is far too often on the news, and people send in their photographs or the kids' drawings.
Well, they could do that on Twitter.
But
they would
can you
do
like
that with
do
the social
that
or
with
Facebook.
like taco photos, things like that?
Yeah. Again, that is definitely in the plans in the future. It's not just, oh, here's our picture, but hey, post your picture of Taco Tuesday.
So
and
nobody
tag
does
us,
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody does it
Not
on
yet,
Twitter
no.
or Facebook? Or?
I'm sure dozens of people do. Nobody locally, no podcaster locally does it for sure. There's not too many people as active on social media.
But you say you do it in tandem, like you do your podcast and then you back up everything with the social media.
Yeah.
So what do you mean by that then?
Well, again, on Tuesdays when the new episodes come out, we make that sponsored post. So and that has a call to action. It says click here and it takes you to the link. And we also went on Canva and made this really cool thing. It said, oh, follow us on Spotify.
Well, one thing with the photos is sometimes call to actions, if you start small and you build people up, you can attract more people, because, you know, a person may not want to go to your sponsor and buy a new car. You know, maybe a truck dealer is your sponsor and they want you to spend 50, 60 grand for a truck. And that's not going to happen right away. But if you go, you know, low, like, oh, hey, have a picture appear on our Facebook site or whatever, you know, it's starting small and you can work their way up.
Yeah, I mean, well, even if it's a $60,000 truck, if I'm telling you to buy it, you probably trust me. Yeah, and that's how podcasting is. It's really unfamiliar to people because people trust podcasters. People trust people selling stuff to them, but the reason is that I'm selling it to you. You know, the person that's going to tell you about the current events in Salinas is also the person that just try to sell you that $60,000 car.
The influence.
Yeah, and people, according to research, according to Nielsen and all these people, they react much better.
So you speak the ads,
Yes.
and then do you do it in that like Howard Stern way? Oh, no, he was great.
Howard Stern's the best.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because
The
the whole line, half of them
marketer-
listen to because they want to hear what he says, and the other half turn it off or turn back,
But
hate him.
when
because they
he
want to hear what
did
he's
the
supposed to say.
ads, it was like he was telling you, you should buy this, you should have this. This like it was like so like the ads were the best part of his show.
Well, I'm also
So
I've been thinking
sincere.
of
And he
the
had a great
FCC
voice.
as well.
Yeah.
Because right now, also on social media, I can take a picture with that pure leaf and just and I don't have to say it's an ad. Try to do that in print. Try to do that on TV. The FCC will fine you. The FCC they've talked about it a little bit. Sometimes Instagram influencers will put #ad. FCC has said that's not enough information, but they don't have a way to actually fine people because it's not illegal yet. So, but the FCC has
Yeah.
kind of.
Would you read an ad script that the company gives you?
We do both. We tell them, you give us your copy and we'll do that, or you let us do it our way. That's completely up to them.
Which one works better?
Good question.
I was gonna ask. Oh my god.
I feel I'm a pretty good talker, pretty good marketer, so
Yeah.
I would say let me do it. But it's up to them, you know.
I think a lot of podcasts has to be a personality and
Yeah.
the voice, speaker. It's the person. I don't think anybody can just do a podcast. Like I wouldn't want my elder law attorney to do a podcast.
When we tell people that we produce podcasts,
Yeah.
people are like, I want one, and I don't know how to tell them that either. So,
Like-
where's
You
your
shouldn't do that.
personality at?
Yeah.
But so that's a bit of our strategy, and this was the one that was kind of difficult to see. But I don't know how familiar you guys are with actually using the ads manager on Facebook. But again, when we release an episode, we usually release, like I said, we sponsor our ads, but they go to different audiences. They don't all go to the same people. And again, that's also by design, just to kind of amplify our reach. And we don't spend that much money. We spend $15 for over 3 days per audience, so about $30 per episode. This is what I call big group, and as you can see, it targets people that have shown interest in Monterey, nightlife, Salinas, theater, and music. This one, I just switched it to theater because we had some people from the Western stage on. They were doing hair, so I wanted to target people that said they were interested in theater. But yeah, so as you can see, this and. I don't know if you, again, I just have this here just if you're not familiar with it. Go to facebook.com/ads manager, see what it can do. It's intimidating, but you can really target an audience here. This one, again, is more of our broader one, 21 to 48. People focus on all Monterey County within 50 miles of Salinas. And also, Salinas is 75% Hispanic and young. So I also have an audience for that. This audience I call local Hispanic. And again, this.
So you can name your audience whatever you want that means something to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is just again because you end up with several audiences that all do different things. But see, for example, this local Hispanic audience is for anybody that's within 25 miles of Salinas that has showed an interest in Hispanic affinity, whatever the hell that means, and that are also interested in podcasts and streaming media. And it's 21 to 34. The demographics are a little bit
Do you have a
smaller.
way to get a return on that investment? Or?
Yeah. So this is our Facebook ad results for September. We spent $40 and we reached 5,500 people. So on average, we reached 1,300 people per post. That is like 4 times the number of downloads we get per episode. So that's where you can see that the social media really amplifies what it does. And yeah, so the frequency here is also really important to us because this shows that our ads our audience is really good. So frequency Facebook means how many times was that ad served to the same person. So if you saw the ad once, that ad frequency goes to 1. If that same ad was served to you twice, then that changes again, the frequency goes up to 2. And the reason why that matters is the way Facebook does advertising, that it's an auction. There's only so much newsfeed space on there. They limit how much sponsored ads show up on people's newsfeed. So you have to bid for those spots. When you do your ad, you could either tell Facebook, you figure out what's cheaper for me, or you could tell Facebook, I'm willing to spend up to 85 cents per click. Don't go higher than that, and don't go past this budget that I set. So again, this is just a really, and our cost per click is 49 cents. The average for the United States is $1.12. So our audiences are really reactive, and it's really cheap because we aren't wasting it, the same ad being served to the same people all the time. We're only paying 49 cents. Again, per click, they mean they either liked it, they commented on it, they did the call to action, they clicked on the link to go listen to the show. So that means they interacted with it somehow. And we paid 49 cents for each one of those interactions, which again is less than half of the national average.
Quick question.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, the expert here on marketing, don't people have to see a message or an ad 5 to 7 times before they do anything with it? And is one time really enough for them to actually do anything?
Well, they're getting clicks. So, and the rules are different also. Remember the old you got to see an ad 5 to 7 times. We're talking about an ad where the action is very separate from the ad, and it's very easy to take that action, to tap and it's done. So I've never seen numbers related to this, but I would guess that the numbers are
Lower.
People have to see it much less frequently. If it's relevant to them, it's much more highly likely they're going to take an action.
Considering their loyalty to the
Yeah.
program.
Yeah.
And the relevance again of our posts is
Yeah.
huge. We're saying, hey, there's a car show in your city on Saturday. You're more than likely to click on it. If we're trying to sell you Cheetos, you probably may need to see it several
Right.
times. And also, this is Facebook. This is dying for us. We can't get it. You have to pay for them. They killed organic reach last year. If you're a business, you have to pay them on Facebook now to get any kind of reach. But for some reason, they haven't done that on Instagram yet, which they own. So these are our impressions for the last 30 days, and this is just a comparison again of organic versus boosted, which again sponsored. So in the last 30 days, we've had 17 posts and average impressions of 542. And impressions are also a bit kind of misleading because reach is a much more accurate number. Reach means how many individual people saw that post. Impressions is how many times was that post seen. So there could be several impressions, it would be the same person. But as you can see, our average number of people that see our organic posts is 542 versus 3,000 for a boosted
Wow, it's a
post.
huge difference for
Yeah,
$25.
that is for $25 on 2 posts. And once again, it's the relevancy of the ad plus the fact that then Instagram and Facebook use their algorithm to get it in front of the people, and we told them what people to get it in front of. And like Brad says, they know everything about you.
Right, and this is, like you said, kind of telling them again, we told them about it already on podcast, putting it there again on Instagram with links.
Yeah,
And
again,
hashtags and locations, phone numbers, emails,
Yeah.
if the guest wants to provide all of that.
yeah, and that's where if we say, hey, it's $200 to sponsor an episode, and I say, yeah, we'll get 200 downloads, but then I say, yeah, but then we're gonna reach thousands, and this is using $25. It's $12.50. If we would imagine, we would have done $50.
Does it go to just your friends, or this goes?
No, you can choose it.
Like, you can tell it. Go find. You can tell whatever.
I'm an idiot.
Yeah, you can. Let's see if it. See right here, add connection type. It didn't fit on the screen, but here, if you go add connection type, you can say also find people that again, say,
Within a certain mile.
yeah, you're in that
certain
network,
age.
but you've never seen Salinas Underground, but at some point you mentioned an interest by clicking something that you're interested in podcasts. So I could tell it, find people that already like our show whose friends also have these interests. So then it would ignore you. It wouldn't show you the ad because you already like our page, but then it would go through your friends list, and whatever part of your friends list matched our target audience, it would serve the ad to them.
But it's not just random people in a certain area.
No,
Yeah.
it can be.
Or friends of friends, or friends of friends of friends.
You
Depends on
can
what
drill
para-
it down pretty
Depends
far.
on what
Oh, no,
parameters
it's-
you set.
You can drill it down to a lot of detail, like you said.
It's really
And
intimidating.
what does
and
the ad look like? What do they send out?
it looks exactly like a Facebook post, but it's just sponsored right under it.
Oh,
Whenever
it's
you're,
just like it's a regular post
Mhm.
on your.
yeah, it looks exactly like a regular post, except again they have sponsored under there. And that's what's also really cool is that it kind of just blends in. And
Yeah,
But
it
for
always
us-
more sponsored than anything else.
yeah, that's a big problem happening on Instagram again, and the way that's why they do the auction system, because they know people get annoyed about getting bombarded with ads, so they only serve you a certain amount of ads.
Okay, got a question. First, let me preface it by saying that it's kind of interesting how Brad was starting off with 20th century versus 21st century. 20th century, I'm more familiar with old folks. It was about,
Watch that
bread